Okay, moving on to my story. Okay, so story time. I was with the fraternity, and we did a Century Club, and it was the first time I've ever done a Power Hour or Century Club. Never even heard of this thing, but it was 100 shots in 100 minutes, and there was 23. There's 23 of us who did it.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of beer.
And so what we did, yeah, there's 23, right? There was 23
dudes.
There's 23 pledges, and then
was it like, left or right-handed as you all circled?
It was like an elephant walk type deal.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain that later.
Were you in manpower?
Nah, we were fully clothed, but like the clothes slowly came off. You know, like okay, so like there's 23 of us, and what we did, it could have been 21, I can't remember. But what we did was we all of us who are partaking, we all chose a number between 1 and 100, and then we wrote it down. So I can't remember what I said, but let's say I said 15. When we got to shot 15, it was a double shot. Okay, and we did that for everybody who was partaking. So in 100 minutes, we did 100 and let's say 100. To be conservative, I think there's 21 of us. It could have been 23. I can't remember. I really can't remember. But it could have been 21 of us. So let's say in 100 minutes, we did 121 shots of beer. Okay.
No. In 100 minutes, you did 1,100 shots.
No.
Maths.
No. So, okay, but I mean,
that's
personally.
2,100.
I get you saying maybe in total, but I'm talking about each. Okay.
101 shots each?
I did 121 shots.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
121 shots each.
Why?
Because it was a Century Club.
Yeah, but shouldn't you do 100 each?
Yeah, but there was 21 of us, so the rule was the rule was you pick a number and then those are double shots. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
So it was fucking hardcore, is what it was.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I
remember the first dude who threw up. No, that's mine. I'm gonna relight it as soon as I finish saying the story. The first person who threw up on like shot 22, something like that.
Wow.
Because he had the bright idea to like pregame beforehand. So because like when you're in the fraternity, they don't tell you especially when you're a pledge, they don't tell you exactly what you're gonna do. So he thought like, oh, I'll just like have some drinks beforehand. So he did, and then sure enough, we did this drinking challenge, which is the most aggressive drinking challenge I can think of. And then he fucked up. So I shot 20 something. It could have been 21, 25. I don't remember. But somewhere in the 20s, he threw up. We all had a circle, and you weren't allowed to move from the circle. So you weren't allowed you weren't allowed to piss.
That's quick.
You weren't allowed to piss. The only thing you're allowed to do is to throw up in the trash can, which was in the middle. Anyway, so after shot 20, he threw up in the trash can, and we all, every time he threw up, everybody, it's a circle around a trash can, so every time someone throws up, you fucking laugh and, see it. So, anyway, like, miraculously, I make it through all the shots. I get to the very end, and I'm beyond fucked up. And, like, as we're trying to do it, we're also trying to calculate how much alcohol we're drinking. So we're like, okay, so if 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces a shot, because we weren't doing it out of shot glasses, we were doing it out of like small Dixie cups. And so we're like, okay, so maybe like 2 ounces a shot. And we did the math, and it came out to like somewhere between 15 to 20 beers each.
Fucking hell.
In like 100 minutes. Yeah. In 100 minutes.
That's insane.
So like everybody does it. Several people threw up in the process, but like we all got through it.
Except that one guy with 20 minutes.
Well, he kept going afterwards.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I remember I got to the end, and I was so shit-faced. But I'm shit-faced, so I feel fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah, I fucking did it. Made it, all the way through. I'm fucking stoked. I'm drunk. I feel great. And then everyone's dipping. And I was like, hey, I've never tried dip before. So...
Sorry, can you just explain what dipping is?
Dipping is, like, it's very popular in America. You take tobacco, chewing tobacco, you put it in your lip. And then it gets into your blood system because there's, like...
Yeah, under
there's
the
like
tongue's
fiber.
fucking
There's like
amazing,
fiberglass and shit in it that actually cuts through your skin and actually gets the nicotine into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
You don't. It doesn't feel like you're getting cut when you put it in your mouth. It just feels like you're putting something in your mouth.
It's a little tingly.
It's a little tingly, but essentially it gives you a nice buzz and it feels awesome.
And
But
you don't have to blow smoke.
yeah, so you could do it inside. You don't have to blow smoke. But like after you drink somewhere between 15, 20 beers, and you dip for the first time ever, you get fucked up, and then so essentially like I got so fucked up so fast that I spit the dip out, and I'm like, okay, I made a mistake. Right? Mistakes were made. What the fuck was I
This
thinking?
reminds me, should I make some coconut oil?
maybe later, but yeah. So like, but the night wasn't over. We had a whole bunch of events planned for the pledges, and I was a pledge at the time, so I was like supposed to do all these things, but I was freaking out so much, and like I'm spinning. I'm so drunk, and I'm so fucked up on the dip that I was like, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I've never been.
He didn't, people. He didn't.
I was like, I've never been so drunk and so fucked up in my life. I've never seen the spins so hardcore. So I was freaking out, and I was like, okay, I just need to go to sleep. So I grabbed my sleeping bag because we were all camping out. I grabbed my sleeping bag, and I just go to sleep. And okay, mind you, there's, like I said, 23, 21 people pledging, plus all the actives. So there's probably like 35 people in this event, and then there's just me sleeping by myself, and all these people are still awake with all the lights on, and I just like sleeping bag, jump in my sleeping bag, and go to sleep. Right? Like super awkward. You're not supposed to do it, and I would have probably gotten into a shitload of trouble if I hadn't immediately woken up and then was throwing up in the trash can like continuously for a while. And the only thing I remember was the fucking black plastic bag being all around me because my head was completely inside the trash can. But then also I just feel some dude's hand just being like, it's gonna be okay, dude. And it was fucking Brian, dude. It was Brian, yeah, brotherhood. It was Brian. We went to Hong Kong with Brian. It was fucking Brian. It's just like, dude, it's gonna be
unbelievable
okay, man.
snore.
And I'm just like, I'm just like vomiting the most fluid I've ever vomited.
Just try to sleep next to him.
Okay. No, he snores.
The snoring.
His nickname was Snorlax.
Jesus. Thanks for rooming me with him. Just fucking didn't sleep for nights.
Had some experiences with snores.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
all right.
But no, okay, so then I'm throwing up.
Snorlax.
I'm throwing up continuously.
I threw so many pillows at him.
Hey, stop. I'm throwing up continuously. Brian is comforting me. I don't remember anything else besides I then wake up. Okay.
Cool guy.
So I guess I eventually went back to bed, but I don't remember. I woke up to the sound of a zipper going like zzz, to the sound of the zipper on my sleeping bag, right? And because I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag. And I remember waking up to that sound of like the long zipper of a sleeping bag unzipping, and then I just like I slowly opened my eyes, and there's another man trying to join me in my sleeping bag, and I'm just like, and I just remember like, no. And then I finally realized after, I slowly but surely realized it's my British friend Matt, who was also pledging, and I was like, no, Matt, this is my sleeping bag. This is my sleeping bag, and he's just like, and his response is, it's okay, Gavin. He would always say my name, like instead of Gavin, he would say, Gavin, it's okay, Gavin. Gavin, it's okay, right? And he's just like trying to slip into my sleeping bag and share the sleeping bag. I'm like, no, Matt. This is my sleeping bag. You can't you have your sleeping bag, and again, I'm beyond drunk, so I'm just like, you have your sleeping bag. This is my. And he's like, it's okay, Gavin, it's okay, Gavin. Right?
So what happened?
He's just. It's
so
like,
who won?
It's like fucking Pink Floyd trying to slip into my sleeping bag, dude. Like
he's breaking the wall.
Yeah, he's fucking like, it's okay, Gavin. Right? I'm just like, no, Matt, this is mine. And then eventually he gets all frustrated. He's like, oh, Gavin.
As he tries
And then
to
he just
slip his
like
cock into you.
just like passes out next to me, right? And then I remember waking up in the morning. Okay, first of all, I wake up in the morning to the sight of a pink, ripe asshole staring me straight in the eyes.
I was waiting for the end of that sentence, and it did not disappoint.
Fucking pink, ripe asshole is just staring me straight in the eyeball, probably 2 inches from my face.
Was there any jungle? Like, was it hairy or was it ripe?
I didn't see any jungle. I just saw straight asshole, and I just remember being like, oh, what the fuck is that? Right? And I'm just like, ooh. Right? And it was this other pledge who eventually dropped out, and I was never really friends with him. This other pledge, Johan, he thought it'd be fucking funny to fucking teabag everybody. So he was going around teabagging everybody because he was fucking, again, same guy drank like 17 beers, during the power hour. So he's shit-faced. And everybody else is passing out. He thinks it's funny to drop his balls on people's faces. So I wake up.
That's not teabagging. That's called Arabian glasses.
Okay, Arabian glasses. It's called sexual assault. That's what it is. But essentially, I wake up as he's trying to put his balls in my face, and I wake up halfway through. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what I was seeing. Like I couldn't comprehend what I was seeing. All I saw was like, oh, like I didn't know, like, oh, you're trying to put your fucking balls in my face, and so I see your ass. All I fucking did was like, I just freak out.
Wait. You motorboated his ball sack?
There was nothing on my face. It was just like his asshole was like
descending.
His asshole was descending on my face.
Did you tell the story about pissing on the airbag?
No. Yeah, I don't know that story. But
no. The
airbag?
When we slept, our apartment burned down.
Oh, no. We're going to tell that.
Your apartment burns
down. Eventually we'll tell that. But essentially, so like, I wake up to this asshole and I freak out.
Sure was.
I freak out.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Who is that? Anyways, go on.
Anyway, so I freak out. He doesn't teabag me. Thank fucking God. But then Matt Cowan, the same British dude, like, okay, so the guy who tried to teabag me, he was teabagging everyone, I guess. I was asleep through most of it. I just caught the end of it, right? Anyway.
Yeah, the end, literally.
The end of it, yeah. But the British guy, like, apparently someone told him, like, oh, you got fucking teabagged. And then so the British guy was running around from all the pledges, being like, whose balls was on my face? Whose balls was on my face? Seriously, guys, this is my terrible British accent. But he was like, he eventually approached me. He was like, Gavin, did you put your balls on my face? Did you put your balls on my face? And I'm just like, and I'm laughing because it's such a ridiculous question. I was like, what? He's like, Gavin, why are you laughing, Gavin? Why are you laughing? Did you put your balls on my face? I'm just like, no, dude. He's like, who put their balls on my face? I'm just like, dude, I don't.
Sounds like Terrence from South Park.
I was like, I don't know, man. He's like, why are you laughing, Gavin? And he didn't like the fact that I was laughing. He was like, Gavin, you're laughing. I don't like that, Gavin.
Yeah, but I mean, as a man,
I don't trust you, Gavin.
Might fuck you up, Gavin.
Yeah. He was low key like furious, like so. But yeah, that was Century Club. Okay, that was fucking Century Club. We should do it minus the balls on each other's faces.
We could totally have someone. No, because you shared
minus
that
the balls. Yeah,
you shared that shit. Now someone's gonna add balls to that. that.
Someone may.
That was a
It's
good
not going to be me.
Good
though.
sell, Gavin. It's all just since you-
I won't be able to handle that.